When we left off last season, we had just finished an incredible week of turkey hunting in West Virginia. But we weren't quite done yet, and in this video, we pick up at the Pennsylvania opener where me and my good buddy Brent Phillips get after some big long beards on a brand new piece of property. Let's see if we can keep this good luck streak rolling. With this property being new to us, we slipped in right at daylight but didn't hear anything on the limb. But after a short walk to the top of the ridge, we had a bird slowly working his way toward us and we were set up and ready.
Missed him. It's hard to tell on that red dot. It was either now or never.
I couldn't see. I mean, we never moved, but I heard him punt. He must just, probably because he didn't see.
See those two trees?
Yeah.
Straight up, that's where he was at.
Probably because he couldn't see the end right here.
Yeah, when he got his headline with this red. Spray and pray, pretty much.
Sometimes you just gotta send it.
Yeah, he was working on his way out of here. I watched him come out. He'd take a step or two and stop, and look, and take a step or two, then one step, then he backstepped, then he took another one.
Don't make yourself look too bad.
Oh, I'm not.
Shortly after that miss, we rounded the bend not far from where we had been set up and spotted an absolute giant strutting in a logging road. And as soon as he was out of sight, we knew it was now or never. The bird was above us on another logging road, so I started backing up and calling just enough to keep the bird gobbling so Brent could move in closer and hopefully get a shot.
That bird has to be in range of Brent. I just don't think he can see it. I'm just trying to back up farther down the hill.
Get him, buddy? Yeah, boy. Woo!
This bird was personally the biggest I've ever seen, with spurs just under 2 inches, an absolute monster of a Pennsylvania gobbler.
Look at that. That's awesome. PA's done. On a good one. So.
You redeemed yourself.
I thought we weren't going to talk about that anymore.
Oh, that's going in the video, 100% now. 100%.
Well, we had a little mishap this morning. Bird was a little farther than I thought. A lot farther than I thought. It was a spray and pray, if you will. And this one gobbled down over the bank here close to the house. And he went away up on top of the hill with some hens. And Jared hooked back about 100 yards, and I got up in here with him, and his hen led him right to me. 20 yards maybe.
Just a giant.
Best turkey ever. It's gonna be hard to beat that one.
No doubt.
For sure.
With Brent's tag filled, I gave the property a break for a week or so before heading back up and getting after the bird he had missed on opening day. It didn't take long, and I had this bird headed my way, answering every call I threw at him. In my mind, it was a done deal, but as you turkey hunters know, sometimes they have other plans. With this bird gaining the high ground on me, I knew I needed to move and do it fast. As I crested the ridge, I spotted him in range, but with a thick cover, I just didn't have a good shot.
Oh, well, I found him. I was slipping up this road here, just real soft calling. And he was just down over the bank here, and he just took off flying. I think that daggone deer over there blowing kind of had him sketched out a little bit. And he went silent, and I knew that he had come to the top of this ridge. And I thought maybe if I just slipped up through here soft calling that he would maybe let me know where he was at, because man, he was fired up. He came from a long way off. That did not go the way I thought it was going to.
Based off what this bird had done the 2 mornings I had previously hunted him, I felt like I knew where he wanted to be, and that's where I'd be waiting on him.
So this is where that bird came through yesterday. This trail out here connects to this ridge point back here. Then you got this logging road that I came up right here. This road. Nice grassy area. And this logging road up here. So this is like a main or something right here. So I think I'm gonna get up there on that tree where all that cover is. And I'm just gonna hang out.
The morning started slow again like it had the previous morning, but after an hour, the bird gobbled on the next ridge over, and I knew he would eventually make his way over to me. I could hear a hen with him, so I kept my calling light and would only answer him when he gobbled, and every time he was a little bit closer. After a half hour or so of hearing nothing at all, he slowly strutted into view. I was about to get my chance. This old boy was a tricky one. So I'm fairly certain that this is the same exact bird that we had an encounter with on opening day here in Pennsylvania. Called him in to right where the camera is sitting. That's where Brent missed him. We were set up just a little bit too far back on this logging road. Came back yesterday morning and I set up a good bit farther down on the ridge, and this bird, he was on the next ridge point over. And man, he was fired up. And I called him in, had him fairly close. He ended up coming right through this opening right here. Had a deer blowing, just all kind of different stuff happened. It didn't work out. It wasn't meant to be. Came back up this morning. I almost talked myself out of coming. I really did. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try it again. So I came straight up to this little open spot. There's a perfect tree right there with some good cover in front of it. I set up right there, and you'll hear it on the video. He gobbled, and he was probably 150, 200 yards away. He was a decent little ways away, and I could hear a hen with him. So I didn't get overly aggressive on calling to him. Whenever he would gobble, I would respond to him and then just shut up. They went quiet for a good while, and I was sitting there kind of on pins and needles, and I just happened to look down about 30 yards away, and I caught movement, and I saw it was a hen. Luckily, I was able to turn the DSLR on just in time for him to come strutting up through there. Just absolutely beautiful in the sun. Just the prettiest picture you could ever imagine. He got to about 12 yards. And I was slowly trying to ease the gun up to get a shot on him, and he caught me moving, which I kind of figured was going to happen, but there was enough room to the side of him. I knew that if he decided to go, I was going to be able to get a shot at him. So I got the gun up just in time for him to turn to run, and I was able to make a good shot on him and dropped him right there at like 20 yards. So stud of a bird too. He's heavy, just a big bird. Got real nice hooks on him, over an inch. Definitely thrilled. Man, what a great season. Just an absolutely awesome season. Beautiful bird too.